Football, the world's greatest game, steeped in tradition
Let's go!
and a bond that passes through the family generations. Nottingham Forest is one of the oldest professional football clubs in the world, with historical success, including back-to-back European Cups in the late 70s.
John McGovern, Nottingham Forest, European champions.
But for fans who may remember those days, they're amongst a group facing a new battle, not for points nor trophies, but a place in the stands. And fans are striking back, from showing their own club the yellow card to turning their backs on their own team. But what's happened? Well, the concessionary ticket is now at risk, and with TV deals reaching new records year in, year out, and Premier League clubs breaking revenues, I ask whether it's fair football's youngest and oldest foot the bill. Manchester City are a team which have pledged to continue the concessionary ticket. I went down to the Didsbury supporters group before a match day to find out how important the concessionary ticket is to them.
Some people, going to football is the joy. You know, get out with people, meet people, get involved, do the community thing.
I don't quite see the default of increasing season ticket prices gives that much back to the club, but makes a massive impact on those involved.
It enables me to keep 2 season tickets going so that my family can inherit a season ticket.
According to my research, the average concessionary price ticket in the Premier League has increased by 38% over the past 2 years. But averages really don't tell the whole picture. Some clubs, for example Tottenham Hotspur, have begun to phase out the senior concession. Spurs' new policy is not to offer any new senior season concessionary tickets from the 2025-26 season, whilst those currently with one be phased out, so a 50% discount becomes 25% by 2030. Long-time fan Alan Fisher has been going to games for decades and now relies on the concession to have a season ticket with his family.
Going to Tottenham is something that I've done all my life. It is about going with family. As a family, they seem to want to wait till those of us who are getting older, they want to kick us out and put us in some sheltered housing somewhere. It's that sort of family.
One of the leading campaigns is Save Our Seniors, whose main tactic is to encourage fans to turn their backs on the game on the 66th minute.
I think the idea of the turning the back was that we needed to do something visible that was going to kind of get noticed by the fans, but also get noticed elsewhere in the game. So we have to find a way of still being able to be supporters and have that connection and physically get to the grounds, but challenging the idea that means that we go along with the pricing because we're prepared to pay for it.
And the campaign also questions how much financial incentive there really is for the club.
We worked out roughly that they'll save about £3 million a year. By pure coincidence, £3 million a year is the total of the bonus that the chairman, Daniel Levy, voted to give himself.
Spurs responded by saying the number of concessionary season tickets has increased fourfold since that of their old White Hart Lane Stadium, and that it was unsustainable and would limit ticket choice for other fans year on year. So why might clubs be targeting concessionary prices? I spoke to football finance expert Kieran Maguire to find out.
Over the course of about the last decade, prices were fairly frozen. If we take a look at the TV deal in 2014 and the TV deal in 2017, both of those increased broadcast revenues by 70% a time. So therefore, there was no need to target fans because they were getting so much money from the TV deals that it seemed a bit churlish.
So what's changed?
We appear to have reached a ceiling in the value of TV rights. So you've got prices going up. You've not got income from the TV companies matching that. So therefore, who do you target? Let's go to the fans.
And from seniors at Spurs to students here at Forest, Nottingham Forest have announced plans to scrap the student concessionary price, meaning those who are 20 years old will now pay full adult prices. For many around the City ground are concerned.
we won't have any fans in the future if we don't kind of support the younger generation. And, you know, again, they should be allowed to have these kind of the leisure, the time out with their friends, because, you know, it's not just about football. It isn't just about watching a football match and seeing your favourite players. There's a lot of mental health benefits to football. You know, we talk about mental health all the time in football, but you're outpricing, you know, a group of people, you know, a lot of younger people that struggle with their mental health, where this could be their release, the reason that, you know, they keep living, or, you know, in a more extreme case, you know. So pricing them out could have catastrophic effects on younger people in this area.
And for father and son season ticket holders Craig and Ollie, they say the concession has allowed them to continue going to football games together, something which is a fundamental part of their relationship.
So from my perspective, it's really important. It's something that we can do together. It's our time, you know, away from the norms of life that get in the way sometimes, and we just have quality time, and we've had some really special times following the team.
However, with the concessionary price being lowered to 20 years old from next season, they are concerned soon this may come down further, meaning they may have to share a ticket, a solution they're not happy with.
You want to come every single week to every single game to be dedicated to the club.
The reality is, though, without doing the season tickets, we wouldn't get to come to the games because of the size of the stadium. The tickets are limited.
So Spurs are phasing out seniors and Forest are targeting students. Well, in mid-June, West Ham United announced they were scrapping new concessionary season tickets for everyone. This sparked outrage on social media, with a petition reaching thousands of signatures. This includes West Ham superfan Alex.
So this is Evan at his first game, which was versus Crystal Palace, and it's him celebrating his first goal. Just that, the sort of cementing, I suppose, of a special bond and in a really special moment as well.
He was ready to buy his son his very first season ticket, an exciting time for any dad. However, the announcement has put his plans into jeopardy.
If I'm not able to take my son regularly and experience almost those moments that we've had together, I think it would be devastating. You know, he's been there next to me, stood on the seat so he can see, and we've celebrated together.
His son's season ticket would have cost £190 for the 2023-24 season. It has now jumped to £790, the adult price. He said he doesn't feel prepared to have the difficult conversation with his son.
I think he'll be very upset. And I think he'll be really upset because I know that he wanted a season ticket. And so if he's denied that opportunity by his own club's actions as well, which makes it even worse, it makes me very sad.
Another with their signature on the petition is the chair of West Ham's Independent Supporters Committee, who emphasises that it's the family culture which makes the Premier League what it is.
I think care has to be taken. The owners of all these clubs are custodians. They should never call us customers, we're fans. We have no choice. Our only choice is whether we come to the game or whether we decide to stay.
And Andy believes these fresh attacks on concessionary prices could break club tribalism and unite fans like never before.
This has got the opportunity to unite fans like nothing in my lifetime since the rave culture and ecstasy situation, which really got rid of football hooliganism pretty much overnight.
Nottingham Forest say they aspire to keep season ticket prices amongst the most affordable in the Premier League. West Ham were contacted, but didn't get back to me. So is this yet another example of football, a game made by the poor, being stolen by the rich? I leave that for you to decide. But one thing is for sure, concessionary fans are certainly feeling their seat is increasingly under threat. Ollie Potts, Just News, Nottingham.